Terry, everything looks great. This is actually a pretty high tide and we got room, but you can see because this ramp has got the ability to move, that it has been doing a little bit of digging with the blade, and that blade is super sharp. I mean, even if that was just, like I'm saying, is just tack a piece of hard plastic on the bottom of this with a bevel on it, and then that'll run really smoothly. So I'm going to leave it up for now, just so it's not grinding away on your deck surface as it currently is. But to tell what the total travel is really hard to tell at the moment, just because I can see some scraping here, but I don't know if that was from when we did the install or what, but the deck looks in really good shape. The one thing I did notice when I came here this morning is this is actually a lot closer, but that's because it's got that pivot. So, I mean, it's actually, quite easy to move. I just moved that thing 8 inches on either side, which is a good thing because as things move around and the weather happens, this thing's got the ability to move around without having any pinch points, and it's not going to actually cause any torque on any of the brackets up top because it's got that hinge. So I mean, as you can see right now, here's a boot width there, so if it ever did move over, what'll happen is it'll just push itself back over. Like right now I can put my arm into this and I mean, look at how much movement I just did there. I mean, that's massive. That's a foot that I was able to move this thing. So I mean, it does have a big degree of safety with that bracket system, which is their hinge system that they have here. And you can see on the top, excuse me, there's no pinching whatsoever. All it's done is it's really spaced out this hinge. So I mean, there is that ability for this thing to sway back and forth depending on what's going on, and as long as there's nothing for it to pinch on, it'll be totally fine. I mean, it'll give it the opportunity to where if we ever do get a super high tide and it touches this side, based on its orientation, because it has that hinge, this side bar here of that wood will actually just push the ramp over, and that hinge will allow it to pivot and no damage will be done. So yeah, our orientation is just perfect, and I think this is going to work great. The one thing, like I said, is we should do urethane on the top and the bottom, just because this is almost like a blade edge, and it'll just prevent it from damaging the concrete as well as damaging that bottom. And then when we do put our topping on this, it'll actually go all the way around, so it'll cover everything, and then we'll have this great platform staircase going up, another platform, and it's going to work well.